Tag TV and Tag Radio. Be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by Globalspeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of Globalspeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. It's like high-speed parenting. Well, almost. In today's 3G, 4G, gee-whiz world, just how does a parent promote and support the physical, emotional, social, and intellectual development of a child? When they start school, the challenge gets even more complicated. They're becoming more independent and able to reason and make their own decisions. During adolescence, they begin to form their identity, testing and developing interpersonal and occupational roles they'll assume as an adult. In today's rapid high-tech reality, it's easy to understand why some parents often feel isolated, unsure how to manage their children's newfound freedom and independent decision-making. Greetings, everyone. It's Thursday, April 7th, 2011, and this is a special showcase edition of Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. I'm your guest host, Frank Baia. When your child is at school, is he or she eating heart-healthy food? What if you could monitor your child's eating habits using a simple internet connection? Or have an easy-to-use, efficient way to make school cafeteria payments quickly and securely anytime? Or for that matter, view your child's food choices made in the cafeteria online. Parents with school-age children can now say goodbye to the hassles of sending in multiple checks to multiple locations for multiple students, and at the same time keep a watchful eye on assuring they eat properly and healthy just by saying hello to an innovative software product from Horizon International called MealpayPlus. Up to the Tech Talk, Mariya Babaskina, product coordinator, Horizon International Software for its rapidly growing online payment system, MealpayPlus. Mariya is one of today's leading young marketing professionals, recently named the Up-and-Coming Marketer of the Year by Tag, and handles all marketing efforts for MealpayPlus, now used by over 8,000 schools and nearly 1 million registered users. How does your school district benefit from MealpayPlus? How do parents use this online system for even more applications? What's in the future for the easy-to-use parenting tool? The Tech Talk turns to high-speed parenting. Well, almost, as we meet MealpayPlus executive Mariya Babaskina. Mariya, welcome to Tech Talk.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Now, one thing for sure, a product that's used in over 8,000 schools with nearly 1 million registered users. Obviously, we're talking about something extremely innovative. One of the things we say at TAG is that innovation is in our DNA. Tell us a little bit about this new product called MealpayPlus.
MealpayPlus has been around for actually a while. It's a really convenient service that provides parents a one-stop shop for all their school payment needs. So parents can get online, monitor their students' cafeteria balances. They can check purchase history. We've also recently added the function to where they can read and acknowledge various school documents, such as media release forms and student handbooks, and even enroll in and pay for AP exams and summer school payments in one convenient place.
Now, tell me a little bit about how would a parent be aware of the actual benefits? I mean, not the benefits itself, obviously. Let's go into that in a second. But how would I even know this exists, this service is available?
A great question. We actually have a very innovative marketing program. So whenever a district or a school signs on with MealpayPlus, we work directly with them to provide the marketing templates, the flyers, and help them a lot with the communication to the parents. So really both the schools are responsible for that, and then we do a lot of that from Horizon's standpoint as well. We have a social media site, Facebook page, as well as a Twitter page, and we do various press releases as well.
So beyond the functionality, obviously, and the efficiency of the system, there's a benefit to the actual school district itself?
Oh, yes, the school districts see a lot of benefits from the program. Aside from the happy parents, MealpayPlus definitely increases prepayments in schools, so it speeds up those serving lines in the cafeteria, gives kids more time to eat their meals. It also increases revenue for the district. So in the past, a parent might have given their student $10 to $20 every week, and they wouldn't realize that the money was actually being spent outside of school. So this way we can be sure that every penny that was intended for the schools are actually going to our schools.
Great idea, great idea. Okay, so obviously then when you approach the school district, there's no cost involved to them? They actually get a sort of a benefit or a scrape from the service being provided to the students?
That's a great question. Actually, the districts that currently use MealpayPlus also use our point-of-sale software. Now, there is cost associated with the point-of-sale software, but the MealpayPlus portion of the program is absolutely free to our districts, and that's that online payment piece.
And talk a little bit about that, the functionality, are they like a kiosk or sort of an ATM type situation?
Yeah, kind of like a kiosk. Basically, the entire program, as students go through the serving lines in the cafeteria, everything that your cafeteria managers and your cafeteria staff use to get those students through the line, and also that back of house, such as inventory and order processing.
So they are actually, the students themselves are getting an experience in dealing with managing their own money and dealing with almost like a credit card or dealing with some form of an ATM device. That's, I would think, is sort of an indirect benefit to the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Parents actually, they also have the ability to place funds on a meal account or a general account when it comes to the cafeteria side. So they can place money on the general account and allow students to have a little bit of money for extras like ice cream, snacks, and that kind of gives students the ability to manage the funds in their account and what they're using them for. And then parents can also see what their kids are choosing to eat at school. So it allows them to open up that dialogue regarding nutrition and exercise and things like that as well.
So the benefits to the parents are pretty broad. I mean, obviously everything from being able to manage the funds and making sure, in effect, that they're being used responsible, but also even something as, what they say, granular as watching the kind of foods that the child is actually ordering.
Absolutely. So it adds a lot of convenience, and it gives them something that they have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're no longer limited to that tiny time frame of calling the cafeteria staff and saying, hey, what's my child been eating? How much money do I owe? They can get all of that information for themselves just by going to the website.
Pretty exciting. Okay, well, you were mentioning some of the other things that it does, MealpayPlus. Let's talk a little bit about not only some of the things it does now, but what about in the future? What can we look forward to as far as other types of services or functions?
That's a great question. We actually recently added the open house and orientation module through MealpayPlus, and this really provides schools an innovative way to increase profits and alleviate the time-consuming processes of entering registration information and handling cash and checks received at school during open house. Gwinnett County Public Schools, they recently piloted that module, and they did their entire orientation through MealpayPlus at several schools. And parents were really happy because they had more time to interact with their teachers because they filled out all of their documents online. They did all of their contributions online. They paid for lunch online. So when they got to school, they could actually meet with their teachers. And then the principals were astounded with just the labor and paper savings associated with that module.
Now, I'm going to assume that the application can be applied to other situations. I guess anywhere there's commercial food products being served, certainly college and other academia, but is there other potential marketplaces, or are you pretty well focused on the niche of, I'm guessing, elementary and high schools?
We're currently in the K-12 market, and then MealpayPlus, there's another form called My Resident Online, which is applicable for hospitals as well as retirement homes. And we are actually adding a product called My Payments Plus, which is very similar to MealpayPlus, and it allows districts that don't currently use our point-of-sale software in their cafeterias to be able to use all of the same capabilities that MealpayPlus provides, along with guest payments and some other additional features.
Just a great idea, just a brilliant solution, really, that brings a lot of benefit to a lot of different marketplaces within a niche, and obviously I'm sure that's part of what is you're gaining your success from. Talk a little bit about how a district gets started. Let's get right down to the very beginning. How does a school district get started, and even how does a parent get started?
A great question. And, technology is advancing, and the new generation of parents are always looking to do as much as they can through the web, from keeping up with their friends to managing various accounts. So it's really good that we're providing something to allow them to keep up with the latest trends in technology. If a school district wants to learn more about MealpayPlus, they can visit MealpayPlus.com, or they can call Horizon Software directly at 1-800-741-7100. And for a parent to get started, they can just go to MealpayPlus.com as well. And if they click on the availability button on the home page, they'll actually see what school districts the program is available to. And it is available in over 8,000 schools and about 450 districts internationally.
Without question, again, we started out by saying that innovation is in our DNA. I think it's one more proof of that in terms of what you guys are doing there at Horizon, and especially what's going on with MealpayPlus. Mariya, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to visit with us here on Tech Talk.
Thank you for having me.